me, the Academy builds the business based on product. Okay, that is our backbone of the business. So you must become a product of the product, and then business comes, easily with that. So on Tuesday night, we invite one of our member who is a biochemist. Everyone should know by now, right? We've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. Angelica Harris is our main speaker for tonight. She's going to be talking about this great Atomy products tonight. I'm so excited. I don't know which product she's going to be talking about. So we all get so excited on Tuesday, and everybody get on their website and start ordering and trying these new products. Okay. So before we do a product presentation, we invited few of our members. They have a great testimonies, and we like to start Tuesday night call with the testimonies. Okay, so it is excellent testimonies. We all like to share our testimonies. So if you do have a testimonies that you like to share on Tuesday night calls, please leave me your name and your phone number on a chat room, because I like to get back with you so that we can schedule you to, speak on this product testimonies, because I do have a few, members that are lined up to share their testimonies in next few Tuesday nights. So be with us on that. All right, thank you so much. And let's go ahead and start with our member. Her name is Stephanie Wanza. She shared this great testimony last week. And I asked her to come on the call tonight because everybody needs to hear about how powerful this hemohim is. Okay, so Miss Stephanie, come on, the stage is yours now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Miss Jen, for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to give the testimony about the hemohim as well as the toothpaste. I recently went to a wedding, which was in Las Vegas. And the Friday after I returned back, I was told by my cousin that her and her husband had contracted COVID, and apparently I contracted it from them. And I felt like I just had a flu. I had mild symptoms. And the whole time I was taking the hemohim prior to contracting COVID. And I was taking it every 6 hours after I found out that I had COVID, as well as brushing my teeth with the toothpaste, which I was told that also has healing properties as well. So I'm just so glad that I was introduced to this product. I'm glad that I was dedicated to and disciplined enough to take the product every day. And I encourage several others to begin to take this for not only their immune health, but also take it for any other health conditions that they may have. And like I said, I truly believe that it was because of the hemohim that my symptoms were not as severe as they could have been. And the doctor sat me down and said, it's very, very rare that we have someone who has such mild symptoms as you, who has presented with, I guess this variant, I believe it was Omicron or whatever it was, of COVID. So again, I'm feeling much better. And I would just want to thank you, Jen, and also Prophetess Maria and Minister Strozier for introducing me to this product and to this business. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. You see how powerful that Atomy product is. So stay on this hemohim, especially during this pandemic. We all need to stay on this hemohim. So since we are talking about how powerful this product is, I cannot see everybody because most of you don't have your camera turned on, but we're going to have a hemo time. So, in Korea, they start this, and I just keep forgetting each session that we have, but we have what is called hemo time. So what we do is we grab one packet of hemohim, and we're going to open this and drink, and we're going to go on with our program. Okay, so hemo time. So everybody get your one sachet of hemohim out and take it. All right, so hemo time. All right, it's yummy, right? Okay, good. Now, the next person I'm going to bring on the stage, she is a medical doctor, and everybody knows is a CJ, Dr. Goodman. And she also have so many great testimonies because she's seeing the patients all day. And she's helping a lot of patients with our Atomy products. So we invite her to come on and speak about some of the products that she's been, sharing with her patients. Dr. Goodman, the
Yes,
stage
ma'am.
is yours.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to make it brief, and I'm only going to hit a few things. I do have a conflicting call. I was watching all these meetings, Zoom, one after the other. I was so impressed that I didn't have any schedule conflicts until I was going on to another Zoom, and Jen said, reminder, we have testimony. I was like, oh no, I missed one. Okay, so in any case, I'm CJ Goodman, MD. I'm a licensed physician. I've been practicing medicine since '92. Undergraduate school was Cornell University. My medical school was University of Medicine and Dentistry, and my residency was done in the South Bronx at Bronx-Lebanon Hospital Center. Now, I had an older sister in Christ who was a certified nurse midwife who had me come learn midwifery at her hospital at the same time I was learning obstetrics and gynecology. And that was my introduction into holistic. And it wasn't that I was really interested, I was just being obedient to her. But what I learned changed my life forever because I saw that her patients consistently got better faster than mine. And the things that I learned, I put into a book that's called Damn Disease, DAMN Disease. It's detox, alkalize, mentally empower, and nourish disease out of your body. That first book was over 25 years of education, $25,000 worth of protocols you can do in a book that costs less than $25 on Amazon.com. The reason I bring that up is because I did a Damn Disease 2.0 maybe 2 years ago, just as we were starting to hear noise about the coronavirus pandemic. And I did a 4-step detox program about how to reverse and prevent coronavirus. And HemoHim and the 4 core supporting products are highlighted in that book. I heard the young lady's testimony just before this, where she was saying that she had some of the mildest symptoms that the practitioner saw. What I noticed in maybe the year before the pandemic, when we started with the HemoHim, there were a number of folks who were taking it religiously and started sharing it with the first responders. So the doctors, the nurses, people who were being thrown into the pits knee deep with coronavirus patients, and they never got sick. And if they did get sick, they might have had a 6-hour sniffle. So it was very much like the young lady was saying, where if you got anything, the HemoHim was so powerful, so wonderful in making your white blood cells not only increase in number and function, but in quality, such that even this man-made coronavirus, Omicron, Delta, whatever they want to call it, it doesn't matter, because God Almighty is greater than anything that man can make or any virus that is out there. And our bodies are made to heal themselves if you put the right thing in it. So we give great thanks to the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute that made this for the very first time 12 years ago to protect their scientists from dying of radiation when they were studying gamma radiation. I share it with my patients as well, because one of the things that I mentioned, we're helping people to reverse cancer naturally. I found 17 lumps in my breast in '98 and started on my deep holistic journey with Yah Almighty teaching me what to eat, what not to eat, what to drink. And during that time, that was when I became very, very much familiar with, he put every plant and every herb and every liquid that we need in order to be healthy on this planet. So we just need to know which ones. And the scripture even says that the leaves are for the healing of the nation. So it's not like he didn't know that there would be sickness and disease. He knew that there would be, because there's nothing that he doesn't know. But we also have to know that he says in his word, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So it's not just knowledge about Jesus Christ or Yeshua HaMashiach salvation. It's knowledge about what products do you put into your mouth. There are other companies, I won't name them now, but they'll have you slathering tea tree or lavender or peppermint. And they're not doing clinical studies like HemoHim and Atomy have done since the inception, where they're doing not only animal studies, but human studies from that time up till now to make sure that you're not getting too much of this herb or too much of that herb that can cause you to become estrogen dominant. That tea tree is a type of a phytoestrogen. Those peppermints, the rosemaries, all the things that I thought when I was first learning about these things were great. If you put too much of them on you, you're going to make yourself get new breast lumps and have heavier periods and such. But Atomy studies these things such that the herbs that they put in are in perfect balance. So even their sanitary napkins, the herbs that they have together, when that sanitary napkin is against your skin, you're absorbing herbs that have balanced menstrual periods, stopped cramps, stop the smell, not because you're hosing it down with perfume, but because it's helping your body to absorb the nutrients and the herbs that it needs to heal so that it can rebalance that pH down there and you don't get an odor. It stops the cramping, it stops the blood clots, and it even shortens the menstrual.
Dr. Goodman, you're muted.
Your hands, I think it's 7 to 9 different whole food plants that get absorbed through your skin that give you vitamin C while you're washing your dishes. So you're absorbing things to bring your immune system up. Now I say all this to say just very quickly, we've had some patients, some people that were either on their way to the hospital for coronavirus or already in the hospital in ICU. And a son of this one lady called and said, they said, we don't know what else to do for you. We think we should put you on a ventilator. And the son was like, well, if you don't know what to do, why would you think to do that? Let me call Dr. Goodman. I heard about her. And I'm on the phone. I'm like, get your mom out the hospital. Sign out AMA. Leave right now. This is what we're going to do. You make her room in the back. Buy this product, HemoHim. Stop by this place. Go. Jen is always there. You go get some from her and get the 4 core supporting products. And we'll have this waiting for your mom in the car on the way. We got her out of there. She is now a happy Atomian, selling the product, and has opened her own wellness business. And that's what happens with all of the folks that I know that come across any of the ailments and get an opportunity to use the HemoHim. So not only are we seeing people kick coronavirus and all those infections in the teeth, and I wrote the second book, Damn Disease 2.0, which you can go to damndizeaze.com, and you'll get the links for all of those. But when you take these products, we've seen things like stage 4 cancer reverse. We've seen stage 1, 2, and 3 reverse. We've seen multiple sclerosis. There was a young lady that I met at this Paragon Center that was saying she was on her HemoHim, but she wasn't taking enough. And what we found out, the sweet spot is 6 packs per day when you're dealing with chronic ailment or something that is very advanced. And when I got a chance to share with her, increase it, within a couple of months, she was saying they can't find any plaques in my brain. So it's not us just guessing and hoping that you're going to take this herb and feel better. We have documented evidence from the people who are taking this that can show you their befores and afters of so many things. But I'm going to just leave you with that taste right now. And thank you so much, Jim, for the opportunity to share.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that was a great health education on, everyone needs to take care of your own body. And, the products that we have in Atomy is going to just help more people and more people every day. So please don't just take it yourself. You've got to share these products with your loved ones, okay? And, save their life, right? So Dr. Goodman has been always with us, and she's done a great job to educating every one of us. And thank you so much for your time being on the call tonight. I know you're busy, but thank you so much. So now we have one more testimony before we go with Angelica's product knowledge. So let me see if Cecilia, yes, Cecilia Mobley, she has a great testimony on Atomy products. Welcome, Cecilia.
Thank you, Ms. Jan. Thank you. Yeah, I was working at this place called Atomy, not Atomy, Medicines, and I would be sitting at my desk, and I had this awful feeling. Felt like I was having a heart attack. My chest would hurt, and I didn't know what it was. When I went to the doctor, he sent me to a specialist. To come to find out it was my thyroid. And so my question was, what caused that? And so he told me a number of things, but what stuck out the most was that he said stress. And my question was, could you be under stress and not know you're under stress? And he said, sure you could. And so it was so bad. They would see me every 3 months. They started me on some medicine, but I couldn't take the medicine. It was too strong for my system. So they would see me, and he was telling me that I probably would have to have surgery, because he told me before they gave me the prescription that one woman out of 10 wouldn't be able to take the medicine. So I was that one that couldn't take it. It was too strong. So my prayer was, oh Lord, send something natural that I could take the rest of my life, because I didn't want to be on medicine and I didn't want to have this surgery. So my sister-in-law, Jackie, she had Miss Jen and Dr. Goodman, and all of them came and they did a presentation, and she invited me and my husband. So we went, and I was sitting listening at the presentation. Well, Miss Jen got up and she started talking about her thyroid. It just like it was at home. I was just focused because I felt like she was talking to me, and I was willing to try anything not to have the surgery, because I couldn't take the medicine. So once they were over, I talked to Dr. Goodman, and so Dr. Goodman told me to take the 5-course product. And so I asked her, how do I go about doing it? She explained everything to me. And so when I went home, I joined up, and then Jackie, they gave me a number. And so I went in and I ordered it. And so I started taking the him. I didn't tell my doctor, because sometimes, they can like, oh, don't take this happened, And so I just started taking it. When I went back, he said, you look good. He asked me, was I exercising? What was I eating? And I told him. But when I went back 3 more months from there, they did my blood work, and he was like, oh, you're looking pretty good. He said, it looks good. You look good. And so when I went back again, he told me that they had drawn my blood, and they thought probably because my thyroid was overactive, probably it did something to my liver. I probably had spots on my liver. And so, or diabetic. And so he said he couldn't find anything. And so when I went back the third time, my levels and everything was even. And I didn't tell him it was the him. I just let him believe that I was just eating this and exercising. But he told me that everything looked good. My levels was up and everything. So they told me they didn't have to see me for a year. So when I went back for my yearly checkup, everything's fine. Thyroid fine, everything's normal. Everything's normal in my body. Yeah. So I just thank God for him.
Thank you. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cecilia, I didn't know you had a thyroid. Yeah. So that was great, because I had removed my thyroid too about 13 years ago. So I don't have thyroid on the right side. I only have one on the left side. So I'm gonna have hormone issues. But so I am the kind of person who really don't take any medicines. And since I've known him since 2015, I don't have any problem. So yes, that's a great your own testimony. You got to share the testimonies with everybody. So we hear all these great testimonies about these products. So now we're going to go ahead and invite our main speaker for tonight, Angelica Harris. She's a biochemist, and she knows it all. I don't think there's anybody else here who knows more on this Atomy product than Angelica. She studied this product, she researches, she reads the ingredients, and she also educates these products for us. And we're very grateful to have her on our call every Tuesday night. And I am very excited to hear what she's got for us tonight. Okay, Miss Angelica Harris, thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Jen. Good evening, everyone. It was awesome to hear you guys' wonderful testimonies. I'm super enjoying the addition of testimonies to our calls, because they really help summarize, or bring to the forefront what makes these Atomy products amazing and what makes them functional. A lot of people don't really understand why we call them functional products, and it just means they do something. You can take a pill for your entire life and you're not really ever sure what it's doing for you, but when you take Atomy, you notice a difference. And that's why we share it. So the first thing I wanted to share with you all, with as far as Atomy products go, is the Atomy iron, because a lot of people don't know that we have an Atomy iron supplement, and iron is something that more and more people are having trouble with keeping, as far as keeping their levels the way that they need to be in the body. So this is Atomy iron. It's blueberry flavored, super highly absorbable to the body, very bioavailable, and that's just because they take the time, like Atomy always does, to make sure that this is a health functional food, like they say, because you can put iron in a packet and sell it, and it's not wrong. It's like, it's iron, but it matters what kind it is, and that's what makes Atomy have a difference. That's how I can tell you for sure that if you take this, your iron levels will increase to normal, or exceptional, actually. So what makes it so special is that Atomy's iron is non-heme iron, and what that means is that it's not the rock form. Iron is a metal. We can dig it out of the ground. We make pipes out of it and pans out of it, and for that same reason that you can't bite a pipe and anything happen, is the reason why the type of iron matters to your body. So this non-heme iron is what makes our blood. It actually is the major component of your red blood cells. It what gives them oxygen carrying capacity, and that just means the iron in your blood is what helps you breathe and what helps your entire body breathe. So this Atomy iron is going to be a staple to anyone who's maybe anemic or dealing with menstrual issues, because you could be losing too much blood, or you could have an extended cycle, whether it be hormone related or whatever. The fact is, if you lose too much iron, your blood suffers, the quality of your blood suffers. So then you're going to get a whole bunch of other issues dealing with things like you're not getting enough oxygen, or you're not getting enough nutrition from what you eat, because your blood cells become affected by it. So the function of iron in the body is that it's going to form hemoglobin. I won't get too scientific on you, but that just basically means it's going to help you make blood. Without iron, you cannot do that. So these little circles we see here on a molecular level look something like this little curly Q shaped thing. And in the center of all of it is iron. So without iron, this doesn't happen, which means blood doesn't happen, which means even if you eat something, you're not going to get any energy. You're not going to get any food. You can't carry it to your cells. So iron is one of those core things. I would put it in a core product. Anyone or if you're dealing with it yourself that are having issues with iron, you need this. Before anything else, you need this, because it makes the difference of whether all the cells in your body are getting what they need. And so you fix the anemia, you fix the lack of iron, and you automatically fix so many other issues in the grand scheme of things. And it's so important, because I can't tell you how many people I know that have been put on, commercial iron pills or iron supplements, and they're not seeing any relief from it. As a matter of fact, it'll give them a stomach ache, because once again, if it's not the right type of iron, you're basically eating metal. You're like eating a pipe, you're eating a pan or something. And you can imagine that does not feel good in your stomach, and it doesn't feel good in any other part of your body. And it can cause actually heavy metal poisoning, which is just more issues on top of other issues. So it matters, it does. And if you know anyone who needs iron, like recommend this product immediately to them, because everything improves: athletic performance, energy levels, how your hair, skin, and nails look. Everything improves when you regulate something as simple as your iron levels. Because once again, it's your blood, and your blood touches everything. Not like this little bar thingy. I don't know how to move it. Oh my gosh, figured it out. Happy days. Sorry. I didn't know I could move the little bar off the top of my screen. I'm like, I can't scroll. I don't understand. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Atomy's Vital Mega C 2000. I've told you about Atomy's vitamin C before, but I want to mention to you the Vital Mega 2000 because it's kind of more bang for your buck, and it's going to give you more results more quickly because there is, once again, more vitamin C. So to recap, vitamin C is used in over 800 processes in your body. You use it constantly all day long, whether you realize it or not. So you will never eat enough vitamin C to support all of the things happening in your body at one time. That's why anyone recommends vitamin C supplementation. If you don't take any other vitamin, if you're not a big vitamin person or you don't necessarily understand why they're so important, just start with vitamin C and, glorify in the improvements that you're going to notice, because we use a lot of it. It's kind of your body's favorite antioxidant, actually, just the favorite. Vitamin C helps you make new skin cells, helps you make new collagen, helps you absorb your food and make energy, helps you regulate how you go to the bathroom, helps you with your digestion. It helps everything. Once again, over 800 processes. So 2,000 milligrams is not too much vitamin C. As a matter of fact, for anyone, I would recommend at least 2,000 milligrams in a day, just so you can play catch up, for lack of better words, because most people don't take enough or aren't getting enough. And when you supplement, when you give your body what it needs, once again, you see those improvements that blow your mind. You revolutionize your health when you give your body what it needs. So Atomy's vitamin C is not just, 2,000 milligrams, but it's made with 7 fruits and vegetables. And that, once again, touches the bioavailable portion of why this supplement is so above what's currently on the market. Atomy does exceedingly and abundantly in all the products that they create. They are dedicated to producing the best product that anyone can purchase. And so being made with 7 fruits and vegetables make it so that your body can't absorb this product. So you can make synthetic, but the body doesn't use it the same. And by the issue of overconsumption, because your body doesn't know what to do with it. Or something, I don't know what this is, so I want to send it out. And if that builds up in your body, it becomes toxic. And you're dealing then with issues from this toxic unknown substance. So you want fruit and vegetable or plant-based supplements in your cabinet. You want plant-based supplements in your home if you choose to take them, because your body uses them completely differently than anything man-made. As Dr. Gutman, said, man-made is it can get dangerous. Your body does not recognize it. It doesn't understand. You're better off using a plant. And because, once again, like Dr. Gutman said, Atomy makes sure to produce balance in every product that they create. You don't have to worry about overconsumption. You don't have to worry about whether or not it'll build up, because any vitamin C that you don't use, your body flushes out naturally. And so you can enjoy the greatness that happens with getting to give your body what it needs and just letting it naturally use or lose whatever it wants to. So That's what makes Atomy Mega Vitamin C a great product. And you should definitely think about it, especially if you're already using the 500 milligram packs. Once again, you get kind of a bigger bang for your buck. This product next up is actually new, or I should say reworked, because Atomy Green Propolis Spray came out, I think, last year around summertime. And what they did is they reworked the product and made it basically more palatable. They didn't change too much about it. It turns out that the green propolis that is used to produce this product has its very own special kind of spicy, pungent flavor. I actually bought the original green propolis spray, so I can vouch for that. It's powerful. And what they did is they kind of cut back a little. They pulled back the flavor aspect of it a little bit. The substance or the chemical, well, I won't say chemical, but the compound in green propolis that gives it its flavor, they basically removed a little bit of it. That's a non-functional part, so you don't have to worry about it not doing its job. They just added less flavor, basically. So green propolis is a product of the Brazilian rainforest. This matters because it is one of the world's, I think it is the world's actually most diverse ecosystem of plants that we still have. It's the Amazon rainforest, so everyone knows what that is. The bees that live in the Amazon rainforest, because they have access to basically all the plants in the entire world, produce this super propolis. Now, if you love like holistic or all natural products, you know what propolis is. It's a form of bee pollen or a byproduct of bee making honey. It's basically the part of honey that gives the hive that antibacterial protective nature, like it protects the bees. So when people take propolis, we get a boost in antibacterial, antiviral, anti-helminthic, anti-everything that comes with this protective propolis substance. And so green propolis spray coming from the Amazon rainforest is the highest quality of propolis on the planet. Like, you can't get better than that, because once again, the bees that make it have access to all the flowers in the world. You can't make anything better than that. So the green propolis spray is a spray. You put it in your mouth, and what it's going to do is give an extra anti-everything aspect to your oral cavity, to your mouth. And what that does for your teeth is help protect you against cavities and germs that cause cavities, or bad breath causing bacteria and all that good stuff. But also, your mouth is one of your first lines of defense against disease like COVID or the common cold or the flu. Any bacteria that tries to get inside of your body has to come in either through your mouth or your nose first. That's what's making green propolis spray this special, like, top of the line, like, anti cold flu season product. That's what it's made to do. So you spray it in your mouth. You can do it as many times as you feel like you need it during the day, because, you know, it also acts as a breath spray. But especially during cold flu season or even allergy season, because it's made with propolis, you protect your mouth, your sinuses, all the face level stuff with this super powered propolis substance. So it's going to kill any bacteria that comes in through your mouth or nose. It's going to kill any virus. Well, you can't kill a virus, but it's going to protect against any virus that comes in through your mouth or nose. It's going to protect against any germ that's trying to come in through your mouth or nose. And it's safe because it's plant-based, to use on children, because they're running around and coughing in each other's faces and licking cheeks and whatever else they choose to do. So it's protecting them, it's protecting you, and everyone who uses this wonderful product. And once again, strict quality control, because Atomy, you know, is forthcoming about that. They will show you the documents over here where they've had their products tested in government laboratories and other freestanding laboratories to show that this product is clean and it's safe and it's the highest quality. These slides just kind of tell you all about the product. You have access to them whenever you like. This is actually in the shopping mall. I came here specifically today to show you that when you go to buy that product, even you can just keep scrolling down and you're going to see so much information about where it came from, what it does, why it's the best. So it's just showing, it comes from the rainforest in Brazil. The product the compound that makes it delicious and spicy. I like the spicy flavor. That's called Artepelin C. It's a natural compound in propolis. And what they did is just dialed it back a little bit so it wouldn't make it as spicy. They even put a note that said this is a non-functional component. So it's okay that they dial it back. It doesn't stop it from being antibacterial, antiviral, anti-everything. There's not much more to say to complicate this product. It is a spray. You put it in your mouth and you get extra immunity against any foreign substances. Actually, like a super boost of immunity against any foreign substance. Between this and Hemohim, I feel like it's kind of impossible to get sick. Honestly, it just has to be impossible at that point. The next product I want to tell you about is a part of our core products, actually, milk thistle. I don't talk about it as much as I should, and a lot of people skip over it when they think about core products. But one of the first things you're going to hear if you introduce any new person to Atomy is, do you have anything for detox? People are super interested and honed in on detoxification at this point. We know it's good. We know it's healthy. We know we want to support that. Atomy does have detox products, and one of the most powerful is going to be this milk thistle right here. Milk thistle is a tried and true herb for liver support. Your liver is one of your largest organs in your body, in the human body, actually. It's takes up pretty much the expanse of your lower back area. It's huge because its job is to protect you against anything foreign. If you drink it, if you eat it, if you smell it, if you come into contact with it, all those compounds, chemicals, substances, bits, they are going to go through your liver at some point, because your liver is your stomach is your second brain, but if you had a third brain, it would be your liver. And it's telling your body, I can use this or I can't, or this is toxic or it's safe, or get rid of it immediately. And it does that all day, all night long. So milk thistle has been used for hundreds of years just for the purpose of protecting this very important organ, because without your liver, you die, period. Because toxic load in the body, especially nowadays, because we are around so many man products like plastics and even something as simple as a Coca-Cola, which I will tell you any day of the week, do not drink it. Things like that, we're doing it all the time. We're ingesting it all the time. So the liver is actually working as hard as it ever has in human history. And if you don't support it, you can get liver disease. You can damage it. In fact, we constantly damage it. Not only is it the hardest working organ in your body, it's actually the only organ we have that is constantly regenerating itself. It actually has the ability of regeneration that we can just watch in real time. Liver cells will regrow in a petri dish. They just keep going. They're designed to do that. What milk thistle does is encourage this. It encourages the regeneration of your liver. Even if it's been working, super hard, nonstop all the time, it's make new liver cells. And then it also protects them. It has a lot of protective components of it that basically say, these new baby liver cells, we're going to protect them even more. It wraps a protective shell around them so that they can grow and learn the, toxin separation process and just be strong. It's also enhanced because, once again, Atomy loves balance. So they've added rhodiola. And what that does is help with fatigue and recovery. So your liver can be tired. It just can. You can be tired, just in body in general. So rhodiola is actually a great plant that's used for like restful fatigue release, as they write, and recovery. It's helping your body deal with stress while it's helping your liver health, like completely in general. They've added B vitamins. All of these are B vitamins because they're going to give you energy, and they're going to help in keeping your body energized while your liver's doing this work, while your body's doing this work, because this is a healing process. And what you have to remember to do during a healing process is keep your energy levels high. You don't want to be fatigued while your body is healing. It makes it take longer. It can make it not be as complete as possible. You won't heal as completely as you could if you're tired. So that's what those B vitamins are there for. So milk thistle is extremely safe. It's been used forever. If anyone's asking you about detox, you're wanting to tell them about this product immediately because it's gentle. It's a plant. The gentlest detox possible. You don't want, like, violent detoxes are not great for the body. Like, they will make you tired. They can be really arduous. And so some people think of detox and they think of something hard or terrible, or I don't want to do that, or I can't leave the bathroom and things like that. And it's like, no, this is extremely gentle. You're not even gonna notice the actual process of detoxification. You're just going to notice the benefits, because as your liver health improves, you're going to have more energy. Your skin's going to look better, especially if you deal with any type of hyperpigmentation. Like, dark spots on the skin can be a sign of liver fatigue. You're not removing toxins as completely as you should be able to. So it's going to show in your skin, because your skin will show what's happening on the inside of your body more quickly than anything else. So dark spots will lighten up as your liver can remove more toxins more easily. And it's just a beautiful process. So everyone should take milk thistle at some point. Everyone needs to detox at some point, because your body needs help sometimes. A great time to do it is at the beginning of spring and at the end of the summer. Like, though, that's a great time to do it because the sun is giving you extra vitamin D. You have a lot of energy then. So yeah, let the healing happen when you got a lot of energy, basically. Milk thistle is a great product, and it is a part of the 4 core for that reason. Because detox, yeah, it's important. Another product that I don't get to talk about a lot is the pomegranate beauty. And I will probably stop after this one, Miss Jen, because we got to do Q&A. Pomegranate beauty is geared toward women, but men can take it too. I actually really like the video that we showed at the beginning of the night, because the doctor on it got to mention how great pomegranate is for both men and women. It has a lot of compounds in it that are antioxidant. So once again, antioxidants are some of your body's favorite things in the whole wide world, because oxidative stress is literally what makes us age. If you take out oxidation, we would live forever. Like, we just would. So oxidative stress is what happens when things like free radicals form in the body. And I don't want to get too scientific on you, but basically they're like little bullets on the inside of you. And whatever they hit, they damage, and your body has to clean it up and put something new to replace it because it got broken. It's like if you let a kid with a slingshot in a room full of glass and just give them infinite ammo. That is what an oxidant is inside of your body. It's very bad. So eating antioxidants prevents that from happening. And so your room full of beautiful crystal gets to stay that way. Your body loves it. It's great. Pomegranates are super chock full of antioxidants. That's what makes them a superfood. They are a superfood. And what pomegranate beauty does is it is a jelly. Atomy loves jellies. It's a jelly stick. And it is basically concentrated pomegranate juice. If you read the ingredients list, 0.24% ellagic acid, which is a lot. It's a lot. As far as concentrations go, you wouldn't get that if you ate like 100 pomegranates in a day. So concentration is good for stuff like that. The pomegranate concentrate is going to go into your body and just basically be like a soothing balm. It's going to really do great things in getting rid of damage produced by oxidation. And so your skin's going to be beautiful. Your hair is going to be beautiful. Your nails going to be beautiful. You're going to look beautiful on the outside because of internal beauty, literally. Because once again, your skin shows what's going on the inside of your body faster than everything else. And so pomegranates, by healing you on the inside, make you look beautiful on the outside. That's why it's called pomegranate beauty. And it's a proponent of inner beauty and outer beauty. And so another benefit you're going to get is it's going to help with moisture. So if you're a person that leans toward dry skin, it's going to help with healing your moisture barrier on your skin, because once again, oxidative stress, washing all the time, exfoliation, it's a lot. And this product is geared toward women just because it takes into account how important skin and that is to women in general. We wear makeup, we do a lot to be beautiful. So they're like, this is for you guys. Women have used pomegranate for hundreds of years. Cleopatra did. Cannot pronounce Chinese names, not that good, but Yang Kui Fei did. And apparently she was one of the most beautiful women in 8th century China. So women use pomegranates for this reason, for the same reason they use honey, for the same reason they use many things, because of that antioxidant powerful nature of this particular plant. So you take pomegranate beauty, both men and women can, and you enjoy the benefits of keeping your body as healthy as it possibly can be. So the more antioxidants you eat, the more beautifully you age. And that is research, that is scientific proof. And this product is a great thing to keep in your cabinet. Everyone wants to age beautifully. Everyone is deathly afraid of like getting old. And it's not just in looks, but this is going to affect how you feel as well. Oxidative stress applies to your joints, applies to your muscles, applies to your bones, not just your skin. So eating more antioxidants is going to mean you can move and jump and run and do whatever you like to do, play tennis, Miss Jen, for as long as you would like, and not feel, the discomfort of that process. And those are the products I wanted to share with you all tonight. So I'm gonna stop right here because we tend to do that for any type of Q&A that anyone wants to do.
Yay. Great. Thank you. Thank you. We covered so many products tonight, but these are all your core products that every one of us should be on. So if you don't have any of these products in your shelf, you need to go and place an order so that you can stay healthy. Some of these products like pomegranate, I eat like 2-3 a day. I think I'm eating too much of pomegranate. But that can go wrong, right? Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So now we're going to open the floor for Q&A. It is very important because if you have any question about any of Atomy products, this is the time to ask and be educated. So you can go ahead unmute yourself, or you can just use those reaction button, the little yellow hand. You can just open that and we'll start Q&A with Angelica. Yes, Dr. Gloria, go ahead. You need to unmute.
Well, Angelica, is not on the product that you presented. I just have a question about Imohim.
Okay. Yeah.
So, how do you know whether Imohim can help with people with sickle cell?
It probably could, just because it would help them produce more red blood cells. So sickle cell is a what's the word? It's genetic.
Right.
So we can't change their genes.
Exactly.
But because they have difficulty with things like, anemia, just because they can't carry oxygen the same way, the way it would probably help them is most likely that it's going to help them make more red blood cells to make up for what they lack in carrying capacity. So in other words, I would just say give it a try because it can't hurt. It can only
Right.
help.
Right.
So it definitely can't hurt.
I know that one of the functions of the, I think one of the plants, I think I'm trying to remember the name. That one basically kind of help balance the blood cell. The one that works in the blood cell would be the one that probably will help. Is there anything else that can be added to augment the work of Imohim on these people, on this disease state? Kind of.
I think the iron would be a great one for them as well.
Okay.
I think the Atomy iron would be a good product to recommend to them as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
did a very good job.
Thank you, Dr. Gloria, for the
Yeah.
question. Thank you for that answer. Yes, Kathy, you can go ahead and unmute.
Yes, good evening. I have lost 65 pounds. I've got 35 more pounds that I want to lose. I'm taking Optavia. It's a meal plan. I feel very confident that I have all my vitamins and nutrition and all that, but I have significant hair loss and it's really bothering me. So I just want to know what the recommendation would be for significant hair loss.
We have something called the Absolute hair care set, Absolute conditioner, Absolute shampoo, and also a hair treatment. And I've heard testimony that does great things for hair loss in anyone, men, women, regardless. Like it's great for encouraging regrowth and strengthening of the hair that you have, things like that.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
Angelica, may I add? I just found out not too long. This is RC in the Virgin Islands. Good evening, everyone.
Hey.
Hi. Well, I'm using the hair tonic and it's already doing wonders for me. I've just now used it the second time and I tell you, I can see and I can feel the difference. All the edges on my hair was gone. You know, I do your hair have a way of receding and losing the edges. And I tell you, that's already coming back. Just 2 days, honestly.
Awesome.
Honestly. So please.
Thank you,
And
Ursi.
of course, I have the Absolute hair care system, which I was using a while ago. And now that I heard about the tonic, I started using it and it is working wonders. So let our good friend get the hair tonic and she will get the results.
Perfect. I've got a bottle coming already. Thank you.
Good. Good.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Miss Ursi,
You're very
for that
welcome, Ms.
hair
Jim.
tonic. Yeah,
Yes,
I was going to add that product to the hair care set because the hair tonic is like, it's a nutrition for your hair roots. So it's like you're putting Hemohim on your, scalp. So it's very important that you do a deep cleanse with our hair care product, Absolute hair care product. Do a deep cleanse with a shampoo and a conditioner. And then after you towel dry your hair, you will use the hair tonic that Ursi just mentioned. I guess you already ordered that, right? That one, you don't wash it. You have to spray on your scalp, and there's a little comb that you can order you order the set. There's a little comb, but you can use any comb, or you can use your finger, just to massage your scalp to make sure the solution, goes through the scalp.
Right.
Okay, because the hair tonic needs to go in, and hopefully it will help, for the root of your, the hair root to stay, strong and healthy, so that your hair will, stay in. A lot of times women, especially women, we use a lot of chemical products on our hair. I mean, even me, I do like hair color, perm, and, all kinds of stuff. The hair shampoo that we used to use before Atomy, it has a lot of chemicals. So all those chemicals has been going into your scalp. So, your root, the particle, the follicle of your hair is really getting thin and weak. That's why, you lose a lot of hair when you age. So take all the nutrition, because you need to stay healthy on your inner part of your body by taking all these supplements, and then use the absolute shampoo and the hair tonic, and that should help you. And also, Angelica, we have a biotin in our GMO.
Yeah.
I think the biotin should help with your nail and hair and all that, right?
Yeah, the biotin is powerful. I'm glad you mentioned it. I was like, oh man, I did forget about the hair tonic. But yeah, the biotin, man, that stuff will definitely get hair coming out of your head.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I believe you will find the biotin on the GMO. I think they still have it at GMO. Yeah. So there are a lot of good products at the GMO. So everyone needs to, check out the GMO link. Okay. Great.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the answer, Ms. Earthy and Angelica. Do we have any more questions before we?
Yes. Good evening, Florina here from the Virgin Islands too. I am calling to ask Ms. Angelica if she can help me. What can one use for glaucoma? Is there anything someone can use if they have glaucoma?
We have both the iLutin and the iluozanthin for that type of issue, because the eye is like a very specific region. Like the body doesn't really produce anything for eye health. We have to eat properly for eye health. Both those supplements would help.
Okay, can you tell me what's the difference between the lutein and the other one?
So the lutein will be a protein. So that's gonna help rebuild and repair the eye. And the luozanthin is kind of an antioxidant, but it's eye specific. So that's gonna prevent any type of further damage from happening.
Okay. Okay, thank you so very much.
All right, great. So, always remember you can take these both. So you can alternate, take a one eye routine for 1 month and then, go to iluozanthin and that. So it's okay to take both at the same time. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the question and answer. Do we have any more questions on a product? Any comments?
Yes, good evening, Maria. I just wanted to, I didn't know if anyone had mentioned, I was looking at one of my doctors that I follow, and he was saying that if a person has had their gallbladder removed, that they would need to supplement. It would be good if they supplemented with our, he didn't say our product, but I know what our product has in it, the iLutin, either one of those iLutins, because their body doesn't, if you don't have a gallbladder, it doesn't produce those two ingredients that are in our iLutin products. So if you're anyone who does not have a gallbladder, they are deficient in those areas. So I wanted to mention that.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you, Dr. Maria Woodson. That's great to know. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Miss Shirley Norman, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi. My name is Shirley. I'm just asking what I need to take for otitis and just for tired. Just I've been all the time and I got otitis for my back and to my leg.
Him. That's my personal, well, not personal, but my most favorite personal testimony. My mom, she has osteoarthritis all over her body, in every joint, has had it for years. And she was the type of person who, because of she was always in pain and couldn't move properly, she was always tired as well. So she was on Him, I know, for maybe a month before she stopped using her cane, her walker, everything. And she stopped taking naps. She just had more energy than she actually knew what to do with. So yeah, arthritis and pain management and energy, like Him. It's Him.
That's
Now,
only one I need to buy, or just did I need to buy more stuff like a vitamin stuff, something like that?
I would say I would recommend that to be like your main thing to go with. But also we have a product, Termicin MSM. It's located in the Korean mall. You would get with, someone in your upline to get it for you, but it's super great for joint health, joint mobility. If you're wanting to like help with any type of stiffness or issues in moving, articulating the joint, that stuff is powerful. And that is a powerful, a personal testimony for me. I injured my knee and it swelled up so bad that I couldn't walk with it, but I took the MSM and Termicin supplement, and in 15 minutes, like the swelling was gone. I was walking fine. I couldn't even feel it. I couldn't feel the injury anymore. And I kept taking it till it healed up, because I'm like, oh great, I don't feel pain. I don't want to feel any pain. But that's how powerful the anti-inflammatory nature of that supplement is. Like, it knocked it out in 15 minutes. And it was swollen up to like the size of a tennis ball or something. Like, it was huge. I was like, oh, I'm not walking anytime soon, but it shocked me how fast it worked.
yeah, the Termicin is very powerful. Now, surely the Termicin is not at GMO, but I do understand that many of our members